Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name's Aliyah. Today we're going to be learning how to do this summer crochet dress. What you'll need for this tutorial is a 2.25 millimeter hook, a 5 millimeter hook, a yarn, and some scissors. You're also going to need some beads and like a needle or a small hook to thread the beads, and that's optional if you want to add the beads. Some stitches used today that you already need to know are chain, single crochet, double crochet, half double crochet. Alright, so I'm using this yellow yarn. It's called Bright Yellow. I got it from Michael's, I believe. This is the brand Red Heart. And then a second color that's also optional. I just use white. I got this yarn from I think Walmart. I have all the details in the description box below. Alright, so first thing you're going to do is chain up a chain of 11 stitches. And we're going to be starting on the cup. And then from the fourth chain from the hook, you're going to put a double crochet in the back loop. And then you're going to double crochet all the way down till we get to the last stitch. Alright, so we're in the last stitch, and now you're going to put 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, and you're going to do all of that in the same last stitch. Alright, so now we're going to be crocheting on the other side of the chain. There we go. Now we're going to be double crocheting on the other side of the chain and creating the cup shape. And I'm just crocheting over that loose end. You can either crochet over it or sew it in later. It don't really matter. And then crochet all the way down. Don't forget that double crochet mat out of chains at the end, and then you're going to chain 3, turn your work, and then double crochet until you get to that chain 2 space that we made in the first row, and you're going to put 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, and then continue crocheting all the way back around. And we're going to continue this same pattern, going back and forth for a total of 5 rows. This is really customizable. You can make the cup size bigger or smaller and make it to fit you how you would like it. Here's the finished cup. Alright, so now we're going to chain 3, and we're going to be working on the bottom side of the cup, and we're going to be putting double crochets into the sides of the other double crochets like this. You're going to put 2 double crochets for each double crochet that you made. Alright, and we're at the end of the row, and then I'm just going to chain 3, turn my work, and do the same exact thing. Just double crochets all the way down. Real easy. And you're going to do that for 4 rows in total, added onto the bottom of the cup. You're going to have 4 rows like this. See? Alright. So now we're going to connect the cups. So we're going to chain 1, turn your work. So that first cup you made, you should have cut the yarn. And then the second one that you make, don't cut the yarn. Chain 1, and then you're going to do half double crochets all the way down. And then when you get all the way down. You're gonna connect the cups with, you're gonna do 2 chains, 1, 2, and then I'm gonna show you how I connect it right here. If you have another way of connecting things together, you can, but this is just the easiest way that I found to do it, is to go through the stitch, pull up a loop, and then slip stitch through. And that's how I connect using a half double crochet. And then I continue half double crocheting all the way down. All right. Meet you at the end. There we go. And then don't worry about that loose end. I end up going over that later in the tutorial, so don't worry about it. And then you're gonna turn your work, chain 3, and now we're double crocheting. So we're gonna double crochet all the way back across, nice and easy. And don't be scared to go into those chains. Make sure nothing's twisted or anything like that. All right. Coming up on the end. And now you're just going to chain 1, turn your work, and then half double crochet all the way down. And you're going to be alternating for the next 5 rows, going between double crochets and half double crochets. And on the last row, you should end with a double crochet. And then you're going to chain 3. And now we're going to be working on the bottom part of the dress. You're going to be working actually on the side of your work. And you're going to double crochet 6 double crochets along the side of your work. It's kind of hard because of the half double crochets, but just put it anywhere, honestly. Make sure it's evenly spaced. And then you're just going to do 6 double crochets, and you're going to just keep doing rows of 6 double crochets until it's long enough to wrap around your body. And you'll see what I mean in a second because I'll show you, but just keep making double crochets until you can put the cups up to your body and wrap it around until it fits you. Like this. I'll show you in 1 second. And I'm just finishing up on mine. You don't really need measuring tape or anything like that. And see? So, see how it's folded over? We're going to connect that in, and that's going to create the round for the dress, like the hole for the dress. And this is, I just connected it to the side with slip stitch. I feel like I really didn't do that good of a job, but slip stitch works perfectly fine. And feel free to pause the video and slow it down, you know, rewind. I'm doing the best I can. It's like 1 a.m. right now, trying to get it together for you guys. And if you have any questions, like comment down below or message me. I don't have any problem answering any questions anybody has. I'm kind of making these videos for people who are intermediate, who are like already really confident in crocheting, but I have been thinking about making some videos for beginners. Comment down below, let me know if you'd be interested in something like that. And I just slip stitched it all the way across to connect it. And don't cut the yarn. And then after I slip stitch, I just turn my work inside out so that it looks better on the outside, so there's like, you can't really see the seam. And then make sure your yarn is untangled and nice and neat before you start the next step. But this is what it should look like. All right, so now we're gonna chain 3 and we're gonna start working on the main part of the dress. gonna double crochet just like we did before along the sides of the double crochets that we made, 2 for each one. So you just go into that whole space and do 2 double crochets for each space. And then when you get along to the other side, you're just gonna put 1 double crochet for each stitch that you have. We're not like adding, increasing, or decreasing anything in this tutorial, so. And then when you get around to the front, just double crochet as usual, and then come back around and connect with a slip stitch. And then now we're going to double crochet, half double crochet. Now we're going to be half double crocheting. And for the remainder of this dress, you're just going to keep going back and forth with half double crochets and double crochets for as long as you want your dress to be, or short. So this is what I did so far. I didn't completely finish the dress because I'm like on a bit of a time crunch, but I am going to show you guys how to add the straps and everything like that right now. So right now I'm adding the border. I'm adding the white. I think adding a border puts a really nice touch on your work, and plus it like just adds another pop of color. But you're going to go along the back side and you're going to attach your color. I like to attach with the slip stitch, and then we're going to be single crocheting now. So we're going to do 2 single crochets in each double crochet space that you have, just like what you did before, but now we're doing single crochets. Really easy. And then I show you what to do when we get to the cup and everything like that. Make sure it's really detailed. Like I tried to show you up close so you know where to put your hook and everything. All right, and now we're coming up. Oops. All right, so now I'm just showing you how I connect the single crochets along the side of the cup. 2 single crochets in the side of each double crochet from the previous row. Really easy. And then see, there's that little piece I told you about. We're gonna single crochet right over that, and you're gonna keep going up along the side, and then eventually you're gonna hit your regular stitches, and then you just put single crochet in each stitch. You're not increasing or decreasing anything in this entire project. I made a oopsie. And then I'm going to meet you at the top of the cup where that chain 2 or chain 1 space is from before. Right there. And then when you get to the top, you're going to put 2 single crochet, 1 chain, 2 single crochet. And we need that chain 1 space for the straps that we're going to be making later. And then we're going to single crochet all the way back down till you get to the middle of the 2 cups. And then don't forget to put a single crochet into the side of that half double crochet from the previous row. And then I put 1 single crochet in between the 2 cups, and then I continue all the way back around till we get to where we started. And then I'm gonna slip stitch it and cut the yarn. And if you guys want to know how I like tuck my yarn in and stuff like that, just comment down below, or if you have any questions. Alright, so now you're gonna grab your 5mm hook, and I'm gonna show you how I attach my straps. I put my hook through that chain 1 space, and then I pull the yarn through, and then I pull the strand long enough so that I can do at least 40 to 50 chains. So you're gonna be using both strands, double yarning it and chaining up a chain about 40 to 50. I think I did 40 for this project, but 50 is nice too if you want like a little extra slack. And then do the same thing on the other side. Alright, so now I'm going to be showing you how to do the belt. You're still using that 5mm hook. You're going to grab 2 strands of your accent color, your secondary color, and make a slip stitch and chain up a chain long enough to wrap around your body and also have room to tie in the front. And then, oh, I forgot, make sure that your ends have long ends, so you have enough string to add your beads. If you want to add the beads, you don't have to, but you can if you want. So I got these beads in like a pack of like, I don't know how many, but it was like a variety pack of beads from Walmart, I think. Really cheap. And then I just end up using my crochet hook to attach the beads because I don't want to use a needle because that's too much work and like, no. So I just use my needle that I've been using for my project to attach these beads. And it's really easy. I just put my crochet hook through the bead, wrap the yarn around twice, pull through, just like that. And I do the same thing with the other string. I put my hook through the bead, wrap the yarn around twice, pull through. Easy. And then do the same thing with the other bead or whatever variety or however many beads you want to add. Alright, and now I'm going to show you how I secure my bead. I take the last bead, I put my crochet hook through, I take 1 strand of yarn, wrap it around my hook twice, pull it on through, and then I take those 2 strands and I like tie them together 3 to 5 times. You want to at least do it at least 3 times to make sure it's nice and secure. And it's really important that you only put the beads on one side for now. Don't put the beads on the other side of your belt yet because you need the other side free so that it's easier for you to weave the belt into your project, which I'm about to show you how to do in like 1 second. Okay, so you're gonna take your belt and you're gonna use actually I'm going too fast. I'm showing you where I put the belt in. So I put it in on this row, which lines up with the back of the back of the dress. It's not like an exact science. You kind of just, whichever row lines up the best with the back of your dress, and then kind of find the middle. I didn't really count my stitches or anything like that. I just kind of guessed. And so then the side that doesn't have the beads, I stick it through the double crochet. Doesn't make sure it's kind of in the center. Excuse me. And then I just weave it in and out. It is really hard to explain. It honestly just, if you just watch the video, I try to show it as clear as possible the way I do it. It's just like, I'm not a professional. I'm not like a pattern maker. I just sit around and like make this up in my house, like, and I don't know how to like create patterns or anything. So please don't yell at me. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, feel free to comment down below. But this is just how I weave my belt in and out through my dress, and I'm just showing you how easy it is to move it back and forth. And then now I'm going to show you how to put it in on the side here. There we go. See, I'm just putting it in and out the entire row. So in one row, out the other, in, out, back and forth, back and forth. This makes it really easy to tie your dress tight around your, excuse me, again, I'm sorry. Tie your dress tight around your body. Just make it fit your own body as much as possible. If you're making it for somebody else and you get their measurements, it's really easy. It gives you a little slack, you know. And there we go. And then I added the beads. And this is my finished project. Well, I actually didn't finish it all the way, but just keep crocheting on the bottom as long as you want it to be. This is the dress, and then I have another. This one is completely finished. I made this one for a client that I'm about to ship it out, but I wanted to show you guys it's the same exact pattern. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, and make sure you add me on Instagram. Make sure you follow me on depop.com. Make sure you comment down below if you have any questions, anything like that. Please ask me. And it's a little video of my kitty. What are you doing? Huh? Can you please get off of my dress? She was being so mean to me.
Say hi.
And like she was looking at me and she was like, bye.